Friends, in today's video, we will discuss SBI Contra Fund. SBI Contra Fund is a highly popular fund and comes from a very popular and reputed fund house, that is State Bank of India Fund House. This fund is in existence for the last 12 years. Its short-term and long-term performance has been quite good, and it has also provided strong downside protection during recent market downtrend. And this is why long-term investors, value investors, and such investors who don't like too much volatility in their portfolio prefer to go with this fund. This fund has an AUM of around 40,000 crores, which is considered quite large AUM. This also depicts that investors have a lot of trust in this fund. So, in this video, we will discuss whether this fund is good for long-term investment, how is its diversification, what is the level of risk in it, and how are its returns, what is the consistency of the returns, and also whether we can consider this fund for lump sum investment to take advantage of ongoing downtrend in the market. So first, let us understand what contra funds are. Contra funds are those which invest against the prevailing market trend and pick those shares which have strong fundamentals but presently are out of favor and therefore are available at lower valuations, offering great investment opportunities. SBI Contra Fund also falls in this category. There are not many funds in this category. In fact, there are only 3 funds in this category. One is from State Bank, another is from Kotak, and the third one is from Invesco India. Further, among these 3 funds, SBI Contra Fund is the most popular fund. The investment strategy of Contra funds or Contra investment strategy is very close to the value investment strategy, almost similar. Both types of funds like to invest in low PE shares and choose such shares which are from good companies and have a lot of growth potential in the future, but are currently out of favor in the market, due to which they are available at a reasonable price for investment. As SBI Contra Fund is also a fund of Contra category, and funds in this category invest in low PE shares, that is why the PE ratio of this fund's portfolio is also below 17%. To be exact, it is 16.87%, which is quite reasonable. And that is why the kind of shares that Contra funds or value funds invest in are shares available at very low valuations. They have already been bettered in the market to the extent that there isn't much left for further fall. And this is the reason why these kinds of funds provide protection in downtrend. They don't fall much. Now, this is important to understand that although Contra funds is a category in itself and there are only 3 funds in this category, in reality it is not actually a category. According to SEBI, it is, but in reality, Contra is an investment style and not a category in itself. Any fund can follow growth investment strategy, Contra investment strategy, value investment strategy, or a mix of these 3. So in itself, this is not a category, and that is why there is no particular benchmark index for the funds of this particular category. There is no benchmark index called Contra or value index. As a matter of fact, Contra funds follow the same benchmark as FlexiCap funds do, and all SEBI stipulations that apply to FlexiCap funds also apply to Contra funds. Further, the FlexiCap funds have a stipulation from SEBI that they have to keep 65% of their corpus invested in equity and equity-related instruments. Besides that, there is no stipulation on what type of market cap shares they have to invest in. They can invest 100% in small caps, 100% in mid caps, 100% in large caps, or any mix of these. So, the same stipulation is also applicable to the Contra funds. And therefore, logically, you can say that the Contra funds category is actually a FlexiCap category only. The only difference is that Contra funds have declared that they follow a Contra investment approach. Further, just like the benchmark for all the FlexiCap funds is either Nifty 500 TRI or BSE 500 TRI, similarly, the benchmark for this fund is BSE 500 TRI. If we discuss returns of the Contra fund category, particularly in the context of protection provided by such funds during market corrections, then this is a fact that Contra funds do provide some protection during market corrections. However, as you are already aware, that risk and return always have a distinct relationship. If your risk is low, your returns will also be low. And if you invest in such a fund where the risk is a bit higher, volatility is a bit more, then you can expect better return from that fund. So same phenomenon goes with contra funds, value funds and flexi cap funds. All these categories experience this problem. Here you do get some downside protection. There is consistency in returns, but there is not much scope for getting very high returns. Now let us discuss the performance of this particular fund. Then in the downtrend of the past 6 months, this fund has provided some protection to its investors. NAV of this fund has corrected only by 11%, while market has experienced a correction of 15% in last 6 months. Further, in time horizon of 1 year, 3 year, 5 year and 10 year, the performance of the fund is also reasonable. For instance, in 10-year time frame, it has provided a return of 16%, which is a decent return for a contra fund, and in 5 years, it has generated a whopping returns of 38%. As since the COVID crash, there has been a continuous bull run in the markets for last 5 years. So its 5-year returns are excellent. Whereas in 3 years, it has generated 22% returns for its investors. And in 1 year, it has given 6% returns. And therefore, this fund has provided good returns to its investors in all time frames. Further, in mutual fund investing, you should not expect returns more than 15% in long term, particularly when your investment is in value funds, contra funds or flexi cap funds. If we discuss the fund's risk ratios, then its beta, which shows how much volatility is there in the fund, is favorable compared to the category. This fund's beta is at 0.84%, while the category's beta is at 0.93%. Then alpha, which tells us how much better returns this fund can generate for its investors compared to its category, is at 7.43, while the category's average is at 5.17, which is positive for the investors of this fund. As far as diversification achieved by the fund is concerned, this fund is properly diversified. In this fund's portfolio, there are 86 shares, whereas the category average is 72 only. So compared to its category, this fund is more diversified. And therefore, from this perspective, there is no risk of under diversification in this fund. As far as taxation is concerned, on the profits from this fund, that is your capital appreciation, a long-term capital gain will be applicable at the rate of 12.5%. If your capital appreciation from this fund exceeds rupees 1,25,000, and if you exit this fund after remaining invested at least 1 year. But if you take exit from this fund within 1 year, then whatever capital appreciation you have made will be taxed as a short-term capital gain at the rate of 20%. Now, at the end of video, let us discuss whether it is right time to invest in this fund, and also since the market is in downtrend, should we exit from this fund? So, as far as exiting is concerned, there is no sense in exiting during a falling market. In fact, when the market is down, smart investors always look for such opportunities, and in such situation, they always go for investment and they don't choose to exit. Further, investment in any good fund, whether it is a value fund or a contra fund or even a flexi cap fund, like the Parag Parikh Flexi Cap Fund, these kind of funds are defensive funds and can be invested anytime, either through lump sum or SIP, no matter whether the market is falling or market in a bull run. As these funds are quite defensive and do not invest very aggressively, further they also offer good downside protection, and therefore you can invest in these funds anytime, also right now, as it may be a good opportunity to invest in them. And if we talk particularly about the SBI Contra Fund, then this fund also can be invested, and it has corrected from its all-time high and providing a good opportunity to enter at lower levels to its investors. Despite providing downside protection, its NAV has fallen by 11%. So you are getting a good opportunity to enter this fund when its NAV is down, and this may prove a good entry point. However, before investing, please consider your volatility tolerance and time horizon. To conclude, SBI Contra Fund is considered a good fund for investment as it is a reputed fund. Its past performance has also been quite reasonable, and it provides downside protection as well. Also, there is a consistency in its returns. This video is only for educational purposes and is not an investment advice or a recommendation. Always conduct your own research or consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.